Hi, I'm Amanda and welcome to Self. On this podcast, I share ideas, experiences, and have conversations to explore the self. By developing our own self-awareness, we can better show up for ourselves and those around us and hopefully all live happier and healthier lives. Today's very short episode is about celebration. It's about celebrating you, it's about me celebrating me, and just honoring and giving some time and voice to all the good things in our lives. I know that right now we live in a time that is quite obsessed with self-development. I'm a part of this space having this podcast, so I get it. One of my core values is growth. I love the idea of growing and challenging myself and settling into what's uncomfortable, getting comfortable with discomfort. I love all of this. I also recognize that there are seasons in life, chapters, whatever you want to call it. There are different periods of time that can be really hard, really challenging, where it feels like you're just in the mud. And perhaps there are moments, maybe there are chapters, there are seasons, there are times when things feel easy, when things feel in alignment with you, when things just generally feel good and okay and you're content and there's just this flow that's going on. It's also okay if, that kind of ebbs and flows quite quickly, or if you're in one season, the people around you are in another. But what I wanted to just give an opportunity for right now is some time to acknowledge all the things that are right, that just are going great, and to acknowledge that there can be a whole season of that we don't have to search for things to be wrong, which I know is something that I used to do a lot. So perhaps you can just enjoy a couple of minutes of me celebrating the incredible things that I have in my life right now. I am at this point where I am incredibly fulfilled with what I'm doing, I guess my place in the world, and many other things. So here I am in an incredibly healthy and dynamic, loving relationship. I feel really supported and seen in this relationship. And I'm stoked. I'm over the moon, really happy. At the same time, I am also feeling great about work, about the different, work isn't even just one thing because I do a range of things, but about where I am in these different spaces and what it is that I'm doing. I feel a great sense of pride in what it is that I get to do. Even with this podcast, I might not earn any income from it. I might, not that I have necessarily any super specific laid out goals when it comes to listeners or anything. I think the greatest thing for me is to give voice to a lot of the human experience, and for a lot of people just to give me feedback on that and to say, thanks for sharing this. Like, I feel the exact same way. That is so valuable for me. So I love what I'm doing with this show. I love that I get to have these conversations with you, that I get to share some of my life, and that it offers any kind of value or help or anything, whatever it is for you, that really allows me to experience a lot of joy in being able to give that. I am so grateful for the different opportunities that I have within my life at the moment, that I get to travel, that I'm getting to spend time with the people who I value most, that I have the friendships that I have around me. And right now, life is good. I've just completed another yoga teacher training. I feel nourished. I feel inspired and creative. And I know that there's this little part of me that's in a rush to quickly run and to start going after more opportunities, like applying all of this out immediately. There's that little part that wants to rush. But I just want to sit with this state of feeling great with how things are right now and just celebrating that for a moment, because I think sometimes in life there's a lot of focus on all the things that aren't going right, on the opportunities that have been missed, or a lot of hard moments. And I also want to say that this really, I hope that if you're someone who's going through the mud at the moment, that and hearing this is hard. Sometimes it can be really hard to hear other people's, I guess, I don't want to say, well, yeah, successes, to hear the goodness that's going on in other people's lives. Like, turn this off, if it is too hard. But if you're here now, still in this episode, then I also want to take a moment for you to celebrate you, just to reflect on all the goodness that's going on for you, and give yourself a moment of love, of a sense of pride, and acknowledge and celebrate all of those things. There's always going to be stuff, if we want to look, there's always going to be stuff for us to complain about, to feel a bit butthurt over, or to bring ourselves down. But let's just use this opportunity now, if you'd like to join me, and just celebrate you. And thank yourself for being where you are, and for showing up for yourself every day. This is just a moment of self-love, I guess, like real self-love, of going, hey, you, looking in the mirror, hey, you, I love you, you're doing good. Thank you, I'm proud of you. Look at all the goodness that's going on. And maybe that's something you can try. Very short episode. Thank you for tuning in. As always, please rate, review, subscribe, like, comment, all of the good stuff. You can follow the podcast on Instagram at self_podcast. You can follow me at Amanda Letran. That's Amanda Letran. I release episodes every Thursday. I'll see you next week. And actually, real quick, I want to celebrate alongside you. So if there are some awesome things that you want to celebrate and share with me, then please do. I would love to share that. Let's celebrate those good things. Let's celebrate the goodness together. And yeah, hit me up on Instagram and share all the good things. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.